Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this exquisite mini figure. It is Alien from Alien Covenant Xenomorph by Hiya Toys. So let's get into it. So here we have the figure outside the packaging, and the accessory that it comes with is a base. Those grid panel base with attachment pieces so you can link up with other bases, and then an extra set of hands. This set of hands were attached to the figure, and this set of hands were in the tray separately. So, but I went ahead and switched them out, and let's get a good look at the alien figure. Really nice, and tail works perfectly as a third leg, because this guy is pretty hard to stand. But yeah, with the third leg, he stands perfectly, even when it's not on the base. Alright, so let's get a closer look at him. Really pretty. Xenomorph. And you can open up the mouth, and the tongue does stick out too. Hey, get your hands away from me. There you go. Tongue sticks out. Really nice. And you could stick it back in and close his mouth. So yeah, has a little underbite. But yeah, really good looking alien. I'm waiting for the big chap, for them to release the big chap, because I really want that one. And looking at this, I think big chap will turn out great. And as far as articulation, head does have a hinge joint, so he could look up quite a bit, like around there. And then base of the neck, there's another ball joint there, so it gives him a little more range of motion. And then as for the arms, hinge joints, so worried I'm gonna break it. And then it's pegged into the chest cavity, and then hinge joint around the elbows. Scary, these are so thin. Yeah, and they could give you over 90 degrees, and the wrists are on the ball joint. And then as for the chest, it is on a ball joint. It is a very, very stiff ball joint. Can rotate a little bit side to side, front and back. Not a whole lot though. Not to the point where he could be crawling. Hips are on a ball joint, and it does have a swivel around it. So I guess if you really want, he can. What is that joint right here? I know there's a hinge joint secondary, but the first part, I don't think there's a joint there. It's just a peg system that pegs into this piece, the knee, pegs into the thigh section, so it gives you a little pivot left and right, a rotation, but not a forward and back motion. Only this piece gives you that. And same with here, and same with the ankles. So I guess if you want, you kind of have him crawling in a bit. Let's see if I can get his head up all the way. No. So he could do something like this, I guess. Could crawl like that. Still pretty cool, I would say. And he has a bendy tail, bendy wire tail. So that's nice. So skinny, look at him. He's a very skinny alien here. Xenomorph. And just these joints, you gotta be super careful with, especially the elbow. I think it's just so skinny, so tiny. I went ahead and used a hair dryer to soften up the plastic before I start moving them. Otherwise, especially this one right here, I wasn't able to move it. This one I was able to move it without using anything, but this one I wasn't. So I went ahead and used a hair dryer to soften up the plastic, and it moved quite easily. Same with the head. The hinge joint, it does get stuck quite a bit when I was first moving it. So I went ahead and used a hairdryer, and now it works perfectly. Wow, look at it, he can look down quite a bit. Up, not so much, but good enough, I guess. If he could look up even more, if his head could move all the way up, then he could be crawling on all four looking straight at you. That would be nice. But right now, it's not too bad. So if he's crawling, yeah, he's not looking up. But if he's crouching, then he would be, right? Let's see. He's kind of crouching like this, but his arm's not touching the ground though. So yeah, kind of like that. That's kind of a cool pose too. Hold his leg. Well, hold his tail instead of his legs. So yeah, this $20 from BBTS, and I think it's worth it. I thought this might be translucent. I don't think it's translucent. It's just these strips are just painted on. Yeah, it would be nice if the dome is translucent plastic, but it's not. Still a very, very good looking Xenomorph. I like it. Paint job is nice. I must say though, NECA did a fantastic job with their Xenomorph. The paint job on theirs is a little shinier than what Hiya Toys gave us. It's a little dull. It's not as juicy looking as NECA's version. So here's a close-up of him. Let me use manual focus. Maybe it will be better. Here you get the look at that mouth. That body. That arm. The legs. And the feet. And that tail back there. We turn him around so you guys can see the back side of him. Alright, and here's a comparison. The human is standing a little out, actually. Now it's right up against him. So you can see the human is definitely shorter than the Xenomorph. Xenomorph is standing pretty straight up on his legs and the tail. Very nice. Use it as a third leg. And if we want to measure him, he is about 5 inches in height. Wow. Actually pretty tall, 4.75, almost 5 inches in height. Given that he is, his legs are pretty straight. If he's crouching a little bit, he will be shorter, of course. But standing up straight, he is 4.75 inches in height. So quite a big piece. And yeah, it looks great with the human, 1/18 scale human. Let me bring in the Predator just in case. Alright, and here we have 3 1/18 scale figures. We have the Joy Toy human character, Hiya Toys Xenomorph, and a Hiya Toys Predator. So as you can see, I think it fits in quite nicely with the rest of them. So yeah, it will definitely fit in with all your other 1/18 scale. I would imagine G.I. Joe would fit, and also Acid Rain will fit. So those are the ones I could think of that would fit these type of scenarios with Alien and Predators, more military style type of characters. So yeah, if you yeah, so there you go. There's Hiya Toys Xenomorph from Alien Covenant. Thanks for watching.